Stage 1. Debunk Vaz's TikTok.
Let's get right into this. I'm gonna go ahead and debunk this guy's whole TikTok. But in the first couple of seconds, this is what Vaz says in his TikTok.
Setro's new game just scammed everyone, so here's the rundown. Now, the new popular game Ninja isn't actually Setro game.
So what he says is Ninja isn't actually Setro's, but at the start he calls it Setro's new game. Isn't it quite obvious that this is contradicting, and he's gonna say anything to garner the attention of the Roblox community? This is already untrustworthy to begin with. But he also says that this game has supposedly scammed everyone, even though he has no proof that the game is a scam. Yet there is a conversation between him and a member of staff named Pose, saying that he is always gonna say he got scammed, even though he didn't get scammed at all. He only made money, he never lost money. How is that getting scammed? This is the definition of being scammed. I don't think this happened to Vaz. Now, another thing that Vaz decides to touch up on is that apparently Conceited has scammed his investors or his own team. However, there are many people rolled investor or even antagonist, which is the developer role. Don't you think the plethora of investors and his own team would have spoken up by now? Don't you think these people who are losing money would have came out and there would have been a new document? But guess what? There wasn't. There's no document, there's no video, there's no proof, there's no nothing. Stage 1 over.
Stage 2. Debunking Emily's blackmail claims.
Okay, so the first thing I want to touch up on is the actual messages sent between Emily and Conceited before I even show the DMs between Emily and Vaz, where Emily is literally helping Conceited out with the scripts and up-leveling the scripts from where they previously were. First screenshot where Conceited is literally asking if the script is fine. Emily responds with inconsistent, but it is far better than what he has previously wrote. Once again, giving examples of what to do and comparing it to other games and how they have their clients and servers set up. He even says people clearly love the game, Ninja could be so good when you rewrite everything, and that she wishes him luck. So if she was wishing him luck and that people were clearly loving the game and she knew the potential, why would she go ahead and blackmail them with supposed copies of the game? It simply doesn't make sense, right? Now, the most important screenshot I want to touch up on is the screenshot where Emily is talking to Vaz and she says, I have more power than you ever will. I have TC, you don't. I have 100 copies of the game, you don't. Now, the biggest thing here to take from it is that Emily said she has 100 copies of the game, and that is the supposed thing she's using to blackmail the devs. Now, a direct statement from Emily is saying every dev has like 15 copies automatically. It's called autosaves. She doesn't actually have 100 copies of actual downloaded Ninja. And why would she blackmail Conceited and Sav even though they're friends? And she has literally went out of her way to help Conceited with the screenshots I've just shown you previously. Now, once again, a conversation between Vaz and Emily where Vaz is basically saying that Emily said the game is gonna fail. And she says, yeah, before everything got rewritten and he was gonna leave that part out, which he did. And she even says the scripts are good now, which is why she's staying and is on the project. And we can clearly see that from before, where she is helping rewrite the scripts and form it into something where she sees it as on par, as something that she can work with. Another screenshot where Vaz is basically trying to take Emily out of context, trying to say that the messages have been rewritten. Yeah, it was actually the scripts that she was talking about rather than direct DM messages. We can see this because she even says nothing's been deleted. Either way, I couldn't care, because this is actually the full screenshot right here. Now, one thing I want to touch up on, Vaz says to Emily, I gotta thank you, you low-key got me hired. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and show you the way Vaz treats Emily and other members of staff in the next stage. Now, the whole point with Emily and why she didn't want to be on the project was that she claimed the code was really bad, but it works. Vaz then says, Ninja code is on a string, wallahi, swearing to God. And she says, yeah, she doesn't want to talk about percent anymore. She was probably pissed that she had low percent and she thought that she was the best scripter there. Vaz then says, God damn it, all these scripters suck. I ain't finna make any bread. Showing that all he cared about was the bread. He didn't care about the game actually releasing or anything. And we can see that because he got the game delayed multiple times. Look, there's a screenshot where he literally claims he's the reason that the game was delayed multiple times. And it's also crazy to me that he cares so much about this quote-unquote bread and show that Ninja was a scam and get all these content creators to post videos until he was actually removed from the project forcefully because he was useless. The main point that you need to get out of this is Emily thought that the old scripts a couple weeks ago were not up to par and she didn't think that they were great. However, through constant messages between Conceited and Vaz, she got her point across, and Conceited took it rather than being annoyed but as constructive criticism and reworked the scripts, and Emily now thinks the scripts are good. The reason why she is still working on the game as one of the main devs. So no, Emily is not blackmailing the development team. No, Emily is not still on the game because she has 100 copies. She is just a good dev that is helping Ninja release faster.
Stage 3, Vaz's ego and why he got demoted.
Now, Vaz is extremely disrespectful. He doesn't really take suggestions. He shows verbal abuse to his colleagues. He thinks things aren't his job even though they are. He never really did any sort of moderation and left it up to the people he hired, so he was practically doing nothing. And he even went out of his way to deny CC manager, even though that's what he was telling content creators his role was. And I'll play the video right now.
Talk about Vaz. Vaz, or Vatsuri, is the community's content creator manager of Ninja.
Oh yeah, isn't it kind of crazy that a lot of the things he says are very contradictory, and he even said himself that he did not want CC manager, which I'll put the screenshot up now. Come on, man, it doesn't make sense. Also that he did no moderation right now. Also that he said that accepting people to the group, which take like 5 minutes, wasn't his job now. And I'll go ahead and show the plethora of verbal abuse that he's been spewing. He verbally abuses people. I want you guys to know that he is a very disrespectful person. Vaz should not be hired. He went out of his way to not want CC manager, even though that's what his role was meant to be. And this is all due to the fact he is an egotistical, self-centered person, and you simply cannot get through to people that don't want you to get through to them. And due to the fact he did no work and was in denial and didn't want to actually work on his flaws, he ended up getting demoted. This is simply how it goes. I mean, there's screenshots of him only caring about followers, which I'll show now. This should be enough to show you why he got demoted, and it wasn't really because of the fact that he got blackmailed or because he was defending or because he's a good Samaritan or because he wanted to expose Ninja. No, people just wanted him gone, and he realized that his way to make bread was now gone, so he decided to go and contact content creators and make his own content, spreading misinformation around to get money. This nigga is disgusting and needs to get purged. Please don't hire him to your games. If you see him, send the devs this video, tell them go to stage 3. This is an issue. This should be everything debunked. Ow.